change maps here to make sure everything goes according to plan. Greetings and salutations, everyone, live from Blue Cheese Room. This is Dark Side of the Moon. This is Oblivion Unchained, complete with stupid technical problems. Because it's today the 13th, and it's the 14th. I guess I'm carrying over my Friday the 13th crap or something. I don't know. I literally have no clue what's going on. It will require a lot more in-depth searching for me. We are already an hour and a half behind schedule, which means we are going to jump right into it. We're going to do our introductions and then get right into the heart of the matter. Manam, lead us off, buddy. Yeah. All right. So last we left, you guys had a nice little chit chat. With what's her name? Yeah. Are you? Say that again.
She sent us to the mines, if I remember right.
Yeah. That's when that's Sai, that's Tom, because apparently audio wasn't working for some reason. Now it is. Everybody say hi again. Just say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, everybody's working again. Yay. Agatha, you had a nice little chat with Agatha. You had a chat with the hag. The previous episode is still on Twitch, and it is on YouTube. Please go check it out. We're going to jump right into these guys being in the mines. Sorry, I did not do this. Come over here.
Maybe we should just wander along yelling, "Yo, Dwarfy, where are you?" And
I don't
Great
think it's
Delver! Great Delver!
and well, yeah, exactly. And if anything comes along that's hostile, they'll soon learn not to be hostile, and then we'll leave one or two of them alive to go and spread the word to tell the others not to come along and cause a shit.
Let me open notes. Where's my notes? Notes come out.
If somebody's talking,
There we go.
No, I'm
All right.
done.
That light light sources in the wall for some reason.
I think we've all got dark vision anyway.
Yeah. So you arrive, you look down, and you notice that there is, in fact, a deep green teleportation circle carved into the ground here in what looks like to be a mine off in the corner.
I'm gonna make a note of the glyph on this one in case I need to use it again.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check real quick. See if you can jot down the numbers, as it were.
I've got an advantage on that if I need.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not difficult. Okay. It's just it's carved in the dirt in what appears to be like some sort of jade or green gemstone-ish chalk, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's like chalk dust and stuff. Yeah. And you can hear.
That's fine. As you know, I have been taking down the glyphs of various teleportation circles I've been coming across, so I can use them again for later use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Krakus, you speak Dwarven.
I believe so. Yes.
You hear, basically, if you don't get those, if you don't get those tracks fixed in the next 2 days, we're not going to be able to make our quota. Okay. Fine. I'm still going to need more people.
Has anyone seen Grey Delver? Ragnana? Grey Delver?
Are you saying that in common or in Dwarven?
Dwarven.
Grey Delver! Wait! Hold on! And around the corner, you see this gentleman. Wrong one.
Gotta roll back in that dark color roll.
No. Stop. I have to do it this way. Alphabetical. You see a pike guard. Quite common in Dwarven minds. Hey! What are you doing in here?
We're looking for Grey Delver.
Yes, but how did you get in here? I mean, aside from the... I know there's a circle there. Yes, I get that. That's not what I meant. What I meant was...
That's how we teleported in.
Who told you about it?
I guess not important. Can we move on? I don't want it to hurt you.
He looks unabashed at the fact that you all look like you do, right? Like, you know, he is obviously a very old dwarf who has seen quite a bit and is like, this is his job. Doesn't you could be 13 pixies, you could be a dragon, dinosaur or something. Not going to phase him. His job is the same thing. All right, fine. Follow me.
Thank you. Moving on. Lead the way.
And you guys come out into a dwarven mine. You see plenty of prospectors, little dwarven prospectors here, mining away. And you see this guy over here looks like he's rebuilding tracks. Like these tracks look like they're really, really old. Krakus, give me a what would it be? History? Yeah, give me a history check. This looks kind of like the yeah. Is that the same? A history check.
No, it's +0. So it's actually yeah.
Yeah, it's a dwarven mine. Like
it's a dwarven mine.
It's a mine.
Yep.
The other two of you, I don't know where Ember went.
She hasn't followed us. She's
over here. There you go. Amber, both of you guys give me a history check.
Oh, where's the history? 6.
Ember,
2.
this has the same kind of, while there aren't complete walls up, right? Some of this construction looks really familiar. It almost resembles the caves themselves down in the Jotiunder clan, like the crossroads and stuff. It has the same architectural feel to it. There's not as many paving stones, and the walls only go up about 2 feet before they're rock. And it looks like that these guys who are at first you thought they were digging, but it looks like they're cutting away the stone and putting up more brick, right? Like they're trying to turn this into an actual like tunnel instead of just a cave tunnel.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And with your perception check, Krankus, you do notice that the guard on his shield, you just kind of notice it out of the corner of your eye. It does have it looks like the clan symbol of Jotiunder on it.
All right.
And you guys are going to follow him outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As long as I think that he's leading us towards where we want to go, I'm happy to follow him.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, it's what you think. So you guys,
as soon as I stop believing that, though.
well, I pulled Leon out for some reason.
Oh god.
Accordingly.
I need to lower the volume.
The dog is barking at somebody. Must be a maintenance guy next door.
I see. We've come from this direction, have we?
Yeah, you've come from up here.
The north.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
As you can tell, there's still broken tracks. It looks like this track looks a little better maintained. But again, it looks like as you start to come out here, it looks like somebody has just blown out this cave, right? Like this has been sealed off for quite some time. Why is he on top? He should not be on top. He should be on top. They should be linked. As you exit, you see a familiar face, sorta. What you do see is this creature, kind of armored up. Krankus, you know what this is. This is a dog bowl.
Oh, okay.
They're subterranean creatures. They eat worms. They're kept as pets sometimes, but they're normally a lot smaller. This one looks like a ravenous dog mole. Sometimes the Dorgar basically mistreat them and attach metal pieces and spikes and stuff to them as they grow up, and they are basically very not happy when they do that. This one happens to have a rider who you kind of recognize a little bit. It's Tommy.
Tommy!
Oh.
Who is mounted on top of him with a lance.
Hey! Doing good, Tom.
He's like, Master Krankus? Lady Ember? You also
Hey,
see...
Tommy.
You also
That's
see...
it? That's my...
You also see a dwarf that looks like he's definitely a barbarian. He's a rager. Mm-hmm. Like, Krankus, you recognize him. You've seen these guys before. They are basically they're basically crazy people,
Okay.
and they're kind of like that. Like the dwarves keep them almost. They're like the shock troops. They're all barbarians. They all don't feel any pain, and they would rather bite you or stab you or flail on you with their spiky armor than they would just as soon hit you with the axe. They're affectionately known as axe idiots. In the colloquial term. And then you see someone else you remember from long ago, Durmadin Forge Tender,
Oh, why?
Oh, hello.
who you haven't seen since your first city in Farpoint.
Yeah, in the meeting, if I remember.
Yeah. He is decked out.
It looks like it.
He doesn't have an axe. He has a hammer, and he has this like he has runes all over him. Give me a history check. Straight for you, Ember. Disadvantage for you, Jorah, and advantage for Krankus.
All right, I had to reload mine, so.
Okay.
you just roll.
12.
12. 10.
10.
Seriously, I'm rolling really badly this evening.
Yeah. I'll do yours.
Thanks.
Actually, yours would be. No, it would still be a No, yours would be insight for you, or an insight check for you, Krankus, with advantage. So 25.
Hey.
You have run into these kinds of dwarves as well in the pit. They're not very common. They're known as rune knights. And as you kind of say, he's kind of a rune knight. Jorah, you kind of spark that. Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Like, you've never seen one before, but you've kind of like heard of them. They're basically like fighter, like the closest you're going to get to a dwarven fighter that can wield magic is basically they empower themselves with runes. And then the last person you see is this. Someone you don't know.
Okay.
She looks exactly like that, and she is, she walks up, she kind of, Tommy kind of, like, him and Rufus kind of move up, right? And, like, what brings you on here? And the dwarf is like, you know them? Like, yes, they're my teachers. And he's like, oh, sorry, Master Pliskin. And like he reverts to like an honorific to Tommy. Tommy's gotten some new stuff. He's still wearing the armor that you guys gave him and the shield that you guys gave him, but he seems to have he's got a lance on his side, and he has the sword of Perunes. You don't see the mirror light, but you do see the sword on his back, right? And he's got a lance. He's got a lance that's resting along, like in a holder, between like some spikes on Rufus. And he's like, "Oh yes!" And he kind of dismounts. And he runs over, and he basically gives you a big, like, swarthy, arm, forearm shake, Krankus, and then he walks over and gives. Bows polite, takes your hand, bows politely, and kisses your hand, Ember, and then he reaches his hand out to you, Jorah, right? And just as you get ready to grab his hand, he grabs you by the hand and pulls you in for a big hug, like one of those big like chest hugs, right? Or he grabs your arm and pulls you close. And he's like, "Oh, it's good to see you."
Yeah.
You get he looks around. Yes, he's gotten quite. He looks like a real boy now. Yeah, he is no longer the he's definitely no longer the boy from the woods that led you down the river. before. He definitely has seen a few things since he left.
Someone's
After
voice is
the death
dropped.
of after Claxon's disappearance. He's like, "Where's Leon?"
He's sailing somewhere in time.
It's more a question of when is Leon, and it's a very long story.
He kind of looks. He kind of looks at you, looks at the three of you, and goes, "I'd expect nothing less from you." Come,
That's
meet
all right.
meet the rest of them. Come, and he comes
Yes, I'd be
over,
delighted to.
and he leads you over to introduce you to Berenga Greydelver. He goes, "This is the champion of Thormodon. This is
Shit.
Master Forge Tender, and this is what did I give him his name? This is Gordnak White Skull." And Gordnak just kind of looks at you, Krankus. He walks up to you and goes, "I can take you." Like he has a shield that looks like he's been chewing on it for about 60 years, right? like if you wanted something to gnaw on, he just kind of walks up to you and does that kind of old guy thing where he just looks you up and down for a second, kind of looks at your hammer and goes, "I can take you," and then spits some sort of chewing tobacco. Krankus, you get a whiff of it. It is tobacco leaves and rat gristle, which is a favorite of dwarves, right?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it gives the tobacco some flavor and some protein.
Another day, old man. Another day. Not today. Got stuff
Yeah.
to do.
Anytime you want, Tiny.
I'll get your name. I'll be back. I will be back. Oh.
And he
All
goes,
right, shockingly.
Berenga moves up and goes, "Lady Ember, it's a pleasure to meet one of the heroes of Embry. It's an honor.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you as well.
And I hear
So
that
pleased
you
to
are
see that
the
Tommy is doing so well.
and I hear that you were also the champion of Nadara."
I have the pleasure and the honor of representing Nadara. Yes.
Well, we're headed to the Pearl Tower. If you would care to join us.
Is it possible for us to have a quiet chat with a little bit more privacy? We need to discuss a few very important things, specifically with the champion of
She goes, "Oh, absolutely." She looks at
but you know your the elders and the whoever else you think
She
is
looks.
important.
She looks over at Gorgnak, and she says, "Tommy, Dermot, come with us. Gorgnak, take Rufus over and get him some food." All right. And Gorgnak leads Rufus off. Rufus seems quite tame for a dog mole, Krankus. Like the amount of stuff that seems to be like he is hideous looking to everyone except like Tommy and the people around him. You see him; he kind of scratches him underneath his chin, and he kind of drools, and like the little the star mole things kind of like tendril his face a little bit. He's like, "Come on, I think I saw a little edge of swamp over there down the hill. Maybe there's some good snakes in there for you." And Rufus is like, but he has like armor pieces that have basically been grafted to his skin. Like he couldn't take them off. Like they've grown into him at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Tommy goes, "That's quite a steed I have there." We rescued him from a group of Durgar slavers when he was slightly smaller. Took a while to get him under control. Speaking of which,
Well, he seems to be doing very well. Rather big beast.
and she leads you off to this tent here, where you guys kind of all fit. And Dermodin looks at you guys and goes, looks at the two of you, Ember, and you and Orient, and he goes, I didn't think the two of you would survive this long.
Well,
For one, you're not dwarves, and two, you have the propensity to end up in trouble everywhere you go.
come on. You don't have, like... Even you hired us. How did you not expect we survive all the time?
To be fair, you're right. We do have a propensity for getting into trouble. We also have a rather good propensity for working our way out of it.
Oh, I've seen that. I've heard the stories of that. And he kind of looks at you, Rory, and he goes, Is the story true? Did you actually lead a bunch of civilians against a raiding party?
Well... What? Me? No, I'm just a simple person.
No.
I'll
Jorah,
cover,
no.
like, a whole-
Jorah is
I-
merely being humble and modest. Can
Oh,
I
God.
be the first to sing his praises and say that he valiantly coordinated the defense at the library? Primarily,
Defender of
most of the people there. No. I mean, it showed he had some spine.
Ember,
Ha ha ha.
Well, he has somebody's spine. We're not sure whose it is, but he keeps it in a jar at his house.
It's the spine of a book.
I like...
To be fair, he valiantly led the defense. He was the commanding officer. All credit to him.
He laid out those puddles like nobody's business.
As you're walking, you see that her armor is exquisite. This is not like any armor you've seen in a while. Like it looks like
Armor.
yeah, it looks like it would rival Claxon's armor. Like it's that kind of construction. The hammer is this mace-like thing that has a bunch of runes on it. The shield is like stunning. And Ember, you can kind of, once you get close to her, like close to her, as you guys are walking side by side, you can kind of feel like this holy radiance off of her. Right? Like anyone who's within 10 feet of her is now under the protection of her ability. And you can just feel the warmth of this radiance. Like if you wanted to pick on somebody, the champion of the god of the dwarves in the forge, probably not the one you would pick first. Right?
Nope,
like you'd probably start lower on the totem pole. Like, no offense to Selosana or Nadara, but like if you want to rile up a bunch of people, pissing off the dwarves is not the way to go.
No. And I will turn to her and say, exquisite armor. Perhaps a gift from Oblivion?
Yes, actually the reason that I became his champion is I forged this shield and felt a pull to one of our ancient cairns that had been lost and uncovered this armor. It had been forged, well, Now I know it's before the sundering, and yeah, and I've been
Oh no, it looks very old and beautifully made, and obviously whoever made it was a master artisan. They did
oh
exquisite work.
oh yes, and it's blessed by Thormodin himself.
You have a nice shield.
Give me an Arcana check.
19. Oh, I'm rolling crap. today.
19. It appears to be crafted from fine golden material and shimmers with a glittering light. You get a sense that if she were like the amount of radiance coming off of her, just kind of like your little arcane, she's probably resistant or immune to necrotic energy. Just with the amount of like you're standing here and you're like, I can kind of feel the radiant magic kind of like coming off of it. Like you can't really stand next to her. Jorah, give me an Arcana check as you're looking at her shield.
24.
Oh, you know what this shield is, just by looking at it. It's very rare for a dwarf to craft one of these, because they're quite intricate and quite hard to make. But your history with Josiah, it's an Accorder shield. It's basically a shield that, while not only protecting you, is so light and so well balanced that it allows you to attack more often.
Oh.
To be fair, to be more specific, the Accorder shield, it's a +2 shield. While you're holding the shield, whenever you take the attack action to make a melee attack, you can make an additional attack. It's highly prized, and only the most skilled dwarven craftsman can make one. And she just said she made this, which is probably why she got Thormodin's attention. Which is probably why she got Thormodin's attention in the first place. Dormodin is no slouch in the crafting himself, being a forge master. Literally his descendant, like he's the descendant of the forge masters, hence the name Forge Tender. And his items, Krankus, you know what this is. And Ember, you would know what this is because it's an older crafting. It's Beshik. It's made out of Beshik metal. It's made out of Beshik, which is a rare mineral that is primarily used to fight aberrations.
Right. Okay.
And he's wearing gnomish armor.
Hold on one sec.
Yep.
Gnomish armor.
Yep.
Gnomish, a dwarf is wearing gnomish armor?
Oh yeah.
Hell. I'm not going to make mention on it, but that is certainly something that's very unusual.
Well, on the shoulder, on the pauldron, you see the maker's mark, and it has his maker's mark on it. So he made it, but it is a suit of it's Mizium armor.
Right.
Gnomes tend to craft that for their like royal guards and things like that. Apparently, he learned how to make it and made himself one. It is about as hard to craft as adamantine is. The problem with adamantine is it's just in really short supply. Mizium is a combination of Bishik and Mithril and Adamantine. It's it's an alloy. Yeah, it's an alloy. But if you don't get it just right, it becomes super brittle and cracks the first time it's hit. So it's one of those that you either get it right or you've wasted all of your materials, and it's kind of expensive to just try it out, which is why nobody does it. Like Adamantine and Byzium are really, really expensive. Mithril not so much, but it's still kind of costly. But Bishik is really hard to get a hold of because it's
rare as well. I mean, it's
yeah,
rarity of getting hold of the stuff. It's not just that it's the cost of it. It's
well, you two know of Ember and Krankus. You know that there's only one. Tom. It's made out of the gnomish armor has his maker's mark on it, so he made it. It's made out of adamantine, mithril, and bishik. It's an alloy. It's called Mizium armor. Krankus, you know that this stuff is damn near impenetrable. You know that the dwarven one of the dwarven champions had a suit of it. One of the gnomish champions had a suit of it, and you literally couldn't, every blow that you thought was going to end him didn't. It makes you immune to critical hits.
Ooh, nice.
Right?
very nice.
Nice.
So, basically, even if you just land this crushing blow on them, it's like, eh. Which is why the alloy is so rare, because Bishik is only mined in one spot.
Mandalore.
Yeah, and then adamantine and mithril are hard to get because you gotta get the mithril from the elves, and you gotta get the adamantine from the dwarves, and it's rare, it's expensive, and like I was telling them, if you don't get the combination and the forging just right, it becomes super brittle and cracks like eggshells. Like, it's an all or nothing proposition. But she leads you over to this tent, tells the other guards to give them some privacy. And like I said, Tommy is still carrying the stuff that you gave him. But he has a cloak on that is kind of translucent. It almost, you didn't really notice it until you got close to him. But he is wearing a cloak. It kind of shimmers and kind of, with the light bouncing off of that red Centera armor that you gave him. Like, it's almost not seeable. And he notices you looking and he goes, oh yeah, this. And he grabs a hold of it and he holds it up and he shows Jorah. He's like, check this out. And he's like, touch it.
I go touch it.
It feels really soft and supple. He goes, now, he walks over next to Krankus, and he goes, okay, throw a punch at Krankus.
Wait, do you want me to throw a punch of Krankus?
Yeah, throw a punch at Krankus.
I throw a punch of Krankus for 30 seconds.
Okay. All right, so you throw a punch at Krankus, and Tommy kind of twirls a little bit, and the cloak comes up in front of you, and your hand hits that cloak, and it feels like you're hitting a shield.
Oh, nice. I hope I did not bend
Very nice.
the...
No, it didn't. It kind of stung your hand a little bit.
I mean, it's resounding sound that...
Yeah.
Believe me, people mistake Jorgal weak, but he can throw a powerful punch.
Yeah. Basically, you see it kind of glow a little bit. Basically, it does what the shield mastery does. He gets to roll 2d6 as a reaction. He can spend a charge and roll 2d6 and reduce the damage that an ally within 15 feet takes of him by 2d6.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of it kind of absorbs a lot of the blow. Krankus, you still kind of feel the punch a little bit, but you know that if Jorah really always wants to hit you, and he wasn't pulling this punch, right? So he punches you, and you're like, oh, that's cool. I want one of those.
So I feel it, but I still say, I don't feel no difference.
Of course it would not hurt. He saved you.
course it won't hurt.
Tommy
It's
kind of
from you.
laughs. He goes, "It's great to see you, my friends." It kind of puts an arm around both of you as you guys walk into the tent. Berenga sits down. Berenga sits down and goes, "So, what does the champion have to say?"
Well, I'm not the only champion here, but
Oh yes. I'm merely deferring to your title. Which would you rather be called? The champion of Dodora, the hero of Embry, Lady Ember.
Yeah.
Lady Ember will do fine.
And Joragal. It's normal, easy. And I'll
Yeah,
I will look to Amber and tell her, I don't need people to know what I did. If it's a secret, if they don't know, I better they
Yeah.
don't know.
everybody, look, everybody knows. All right.
No,
Yeah,
she
Word
doesn't
has been
know.
spread.
They're
Listen,
Jorah, they're building
can I
a
point out
giant
that even the
statue of you
dwarves down
guys.
here.
Well, what is that? What he said?
They're
Amber?
building a giant statue of you guys. They've already,
Oh,
like,
they-
you guys. Yes, they're building a giant statue of you guys in front of the library.
Oh, okay, but,
Like
but
all
they don't-
five of you.
but they don't know exactly
But
what
George
that.
his is a little smaller, right?
Well, no.
Well-
I mean, his is only it's only from about here upwards because the rest of him is in a puddle.
That's right. It's like a big puddle. It's like it's a little head. It's like little eyes. You can have a
Like a hand out of the puddle.
little water fountain.
No, I imagine it's like Ember in front, and then it's
Frank is silly.
Claxon like right next to you, and then the two big guys and like two of you, and then the other two are offset, and then in the middle you can almost see him. Like there is a statue, but you have to walk around the back, and you only see the back of Jorah because Jorah's kind of hidden behind everybody.
I think that will be very private for Jorah. Like he doesn't want to everybody know. So I think
Like if
that's good
you
thing.
come at it from an angle, you can see between Krankus and Claxon or Ember and Leon, and you can see the statue, but you never get like a full on unless you like climb up onto it and look at it.
You need to look close. But yeah, Jorah, like I don't need to people like even if they're freaking big statue, I'm gonna destroy it when I don't want to my face be everywhere. I'll talk to someone
ma-
or something.
Mate, don't worry. I'll have it re.
Yes, please.
So, tell us, what brings you here? I know why I'm here.
You know, end of the world, nothing new.
Not if we have anything to say about it, my friend. Tommy kind of claps you. Tommy kind of claps you on the back, and he's like, "Not if we have anything to say about it."
Yeah. Amber, you're more the talky.
Yep.
If I may,
Talking.
we are in the process of confronting each of my close family relatives to return them to the orbs from which they had been sealed and realigning the spires in order to stop some fairly nasty beasties from breaking free from where they are.
Yes. I have been briefed
Brief?
by Thormadim.
Excellent.
That's why we were heading. There were tales of a spire deep below the mountain underneath the fort, and the only way to get there is through these mines, which is why we're here.
How close are you?
We're probably 2 days' journey through the mines, assuming the mines are mostly intact.
Well,
From my understanding, according to the legends, it's constructed of pearls or some pearl-like material. And Ember, I'm sure that your notes will coincide with my notes of which one this is.
yeah.
The White Tower.
Yeah.
Do you remember who that belongs to?
Yancy.
Yes. Somebody you guys have a personal grudge against.
Oh,
Well, no,
Who don't we have a personal grudge against?
no. It is especially for Ember.
I know, but still.
no.
Yeah.
Do not worry. I have not forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold him for you.
like that scene in Milan. I'll hold him, you punch.
No. I hold him, you slap.
Oh. Back of my aim. I think that it would be better. I think it would be better if we came with you then. This is one of the spires that we need to try and align. Or realign.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
And Tommy is the first to go. It's settled then. And Derminan's like, hold on there, child. Moringa. And she goes, well, the way I see it is obviously the gods have plans for us, and they were led here to us. So, they're the ones that started this. We're kind of along for their ride. So, yes. Sounds like a plan. Besides, I'm sure there'll be plenty of monsters and demons and other assorted baddies for us to slaughter on our way.
well, I'd hope not, but based on past experience, I don't think that this place is going to be entirely undefended.
Well, if there's not, Grognar and Rufus are not going to be pleased.
Well,
Grognar hasn't killed anything in like 3 days.
And that's why he's
okay,
shooting
well-
in his shield.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
shield.
Yeah, they do that.
Oh, that's his third shield for his lifetime. You know what's
Take a time
scarier?
to
You
think
know what's
about it.
you know what's scarier than an axe idiot? An old axe idiot.
They usually don't come
Mm.
around very often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing-
there are very,
there's-
very few
Yeah.
old ones.
Yeah.
They're axe idiots and they're old axe wielders. They're usually not old axe idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's
They
a-
live
it's a-
to be
no,
old.
Yeah, it's like
there are only two types of old axe idiot. One of them has blazed through their life being the most fortunate axe idiot on the face of the planet, and secondly, the other one is other people have helped keep him alive.
Yeah.
There's-
Well, no, that's not the way dwarves operate. There's an old saying that it's an actual old saying is never underestimate an old man in a profession where they die young, where they have a tendency to die young. Like you never mess with like an old soldier because the ability to survive what they've gone through makes them way more. They've forgotten more about surviving than you've learned, right? And she's like, "Very well then. Well, we have just eaten. Are you hungry? You guys have only been up for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Where we were when we ate before we came. Were you planning on staying when were you planning on leaving to go to the spa?
Oh, we were preparing to leave in about an hour or so. We were just getting ready to finalize provisions when you arrived.
If I may join you then,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
we may join you, we'll pop along.
Well, sure. And you guys exit the tent, and basically they were filling one of the a cart and some saddlebags, it looks like, which is basic provisions: rope, pickaxes, shovels, mining equipment in case they had to dig through a cave in or something, and rations. She goes, "It's getting close to time. Tommy, tell them to come back." And you see Tommy kind of walk up to this, up on top of this little mound here, and he gives a long, shrill whistle. About 3 minutes later, you hear, and you hear, "Slow down, you stupid animal, and spit that out before we get back." And just about that time, you see he's not really riding as much as trying to not fall off of Rufus, right?
Yeah.
And Rufus has this large thing in its mouth. And he kind of comes up and he stops in front of Tommy, and he's like, "Rufus, don't play with your food. Eat it or kill it." And you see Rufus like shake this thing, and you guys notice it looks like, and it's purple. It's probably the size of an anaconda. And it looks like he's found an immature purple worm, like a baby purple worm.
Baby worm.
Oh God.
Baby purple worm.
And he is just chewing the crap out of this thing. And finally, he like puts his hands, he puts his claw on it, shreds the head off of it, and starts just sucking it down like a dog on a biscuit treat. He's like, he'll be ready to go in time. Garner hops off and goes, "Stupid thing started digging. I thought we'd hit the other side before we thought we'd dig our way to the ancestors before he stopped." And Tommy's like, "How big of a hole was it?" And he goes, 150 feet. And he's like, he walks over to one of the excavators. He goes, "Send a couple guards out to make sure there aren't any more." And you're like, "All right." And you see like him gather a couple of the guards. All told, it looks like there's close to like 100 dwarves here. There's a couple Duragar, a couple of goblins, like one or two gnomes, but primarily dwarves. And they look like they have one thing in mind: digging this out and getting this mine operational again. Now that they found it. It looks like from what's been uncovered here, and you can see some bones. It looks like some sort of large creature was slaughtered here, and pieces of its bones and horns are put up against the wall. But they were buried. But you do see on this ragged thing, you do see the symbol of Jotiunder. As you look around, you can tell some of the pieces that have come out, some of this rubble. It looks like it might be a rare metal of some kind. You're not quite sure, not with like examining it closer, but it is some kind of ore. He's like, "Yeah, they'll take care of it." He comes down. He's like, "I got this dust on me again." He goes, "Yeah, can't wait to see this mine working again. I've never seen an actual dwarven mine before. Not one that's working,
Operational.
yeah." And Dermodon's like, "Oh, it's a great thing. And once this one gets back up and running, oh yeah, Clan Jotiunder will be, will return to its glory as Master Forgeman.
I will look up, thinking a little bit. Then, did not we was in a dwarven ruins?
Yeah, we've got like a whole bunch of armor and like we found.
Yeah.
No.
About that
If you
time,
wanna give-
Krankus,
Yep.
as you guys are like, yeah, I kind of found something, had some stuff in it, looked like dwarven. Grognar comes over, grabs your hand, pulls it right up into his face, and he goes, "You got about 3 seconds to tell me where you got this before I bite it off your finger." And he's looking at the signet ring.
I like this little guy.
He's looking at your Jotiunder signet ring.
It's not the one I got off the
The
king.
Yes.
Yeah. We found we were cleaning out an underground area and we found his burial spot. That's all. We made sure we took care of
His who?
Oh, I'm trying to find his name. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm looking in my note.
I'm scanning.
Yeah.
No.
Because someone took the armor, someone took the sword, someone took the ring.
Yeah, because you were allowed to, remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it?
I don't believe I took. I don't believe I took anything.
Krankus took most of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I took grease because I'm the most person who can use grease and like.
Yeah. It was King Jotiunder. You don't know his first name off the top of your head unless you wrote it down.
Can't find it. Damn it. That's all. No, I don't have it. Damn it.
Ruin of Dwarven. Separated.
Nope.
I did not write the name. I did not write the name.
Lord Jotiunder's tomb, king of the Dwarven lands and protector of Aramoth. Aradun is the Dwarven deity, high protector of sacred sites for Aradun. List of honored dead around the tablets around the room. That's all I had down.
Yep.
Oh, Lord Jotiunder's tomb. We found it. We
He looks at you for a second. And he goes. He sniffs the ring a second. And he's like, "Hey, come here." And he waves over the rest of the other two dwarves. And he's like, "He has the signet ring."
That's
and
right.
they both go, "How?"
Like I said, we uncovered Jotiunder's tomb. We got permission because we did not defile it. We gave it great respect, and that's why we're able to carry his stuff proudly.
You were honored by the king. I mean, the rumors say that only the most worthy can even find it, let alone unseal the tomb itself. You said there were a list of honored dead?
Yep, a whole list of honored dead down. Yep. I don't know why you're so surprised that we're
well, it's only been lost since before the Sundering. I mean, it's only our greatest king ever. That's kind of a
surprise that I could find it. That's
because you're not a dwarf. You're not a dwarf, are you?
Champion.
He kind of pokes at you a little bit, like kind of like picks up a piece of your fur, like you're not wearing a costume. This is not a suit of armor or something in there. He's like poking you in there.
That's actually all here.
That's all me.
Oh well, you can. I mean, he's not exactly the brightest bulb, right?
I'm also a lot calmer now, though, too. Remember, I had the whole.
Yeah.
So,
Otherwise, you'd have eaten him by now.
yeah, I would have taken that fight.
Well, we have something to do, but can you tell them where to find it?
Yeah, I drew a whole book. I have a whole book of maps of everything, the whole thing laid out, the whole where everything was.
that,
I wrote down very detailed directions, and I showed them the book that I had written.
Wasn't that
Dormant-
place was flooded
yeah.
by water?
Forge Tender takes gently takes the book from you and goes, "You know you've written a sacred text now, yes? Like if
It
this
goes without
actually,
saying, I
if this
wrote it.
actually,
Yes.
if this actually leads to the Lost King's tomb, then you will be venerated amongst our clan for generations."
If I had time, I'd take you there myself because I know exactly how to get there from here. But I don't have time. I got a little bit more pressing matters to
Do you
go.
mind
Sure.
Do you mind if I give the book to them so they will treat it with the utmost respect?
Sure. Go ahead. It is my privilege to give it to you.
He calls over basically the foreman. You hear them have this heated conversation about the validity of this, and then you see Dormant kind of smack him upside the head real quick, and you hear him say, "If it's even remotely true, find it." And he just kind of shakes his head. You see him go off, and you see him gather up a bunch of people. He sends off a runner, and you can see them like gearing up to like start marching completely to the other side of the mountains. Like they're nowhere close to this thing where you guys found it.
Can I point out, as somebody who's got a fair amount of experience manipulating religion, that just handing a sacred text over to somebody with their ability to completely interpret it how they want, future problems, son.
Just to be sure, if I remember right,
Practice doesn't care.
Because it was a ruin, then the forge, not the forge. After we done with the ruin,
Yeah,
we
you found the
and
city.
the history back.
Yeah,
Yeah, the city.
and the
So
city was full
wasn't
of
that
water.
place flooded with water?
We had to get past the barrier, then
Yeah.
the Karen roads down into the old empire,
Yeah,
then the ghost of the past battle. Then we entered the room that had a bridge going over the running water with all the columns and
the water
everything
above
else.
you, with the water
Yeah.
above you.
Yes.
You're also leaving out one ginormous detail.
The Dragon Slayer?
No,
Oh,
the monsters you ran into down there.
Yeah, but we killed most of them.
You think?
I did tell you that we went down, we fought our way down there.
Well, look, the last time we were there, we cleaned the place out. If other stuff comes wandering back in again, that's not our fault.
It just proves how worthy I am of finding this stuff. If they can't,
Yeah.
if they fail. I mean,
Oh God!
You guys are awesome. I love it.
if they want me to be their god, that's fine.
And Crank is
I gave
just
them-
leaning into it.
I gave them the very detailed directions.
Well, you wouldn't be a god. You'd be a prophet. You'd be a
I don't want to be a
prophet.
god.
No.
You'd be a prophet.
Being a mind and a deity isn't all it's cracked up to.
I don't have.
Emmer's like, you don't want the paperwork. You don't want that kind of upgrade. It comes with a lot of paperwork. Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork, right? When you're in middle management.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys head off.
Oh yeah.
You guys get everything. Tommy is bringing Rufus. Like, he climbs up on top of Rufus, and Rufus is coming with you.
Yep. No, that's cool.
After about 5 minutes, as you're walking through this, Rufus starts to snarl at you, Crankus.
What you want me to pet you?
He's
Yeah.
looking at you, and he's like, Tommy's like, oh, he's used to being the alpha, and I think he sees you as a threat.
He's not wrong, but
Um,
I'm not in the mood
he
today.
goes, and he's like, Tommy climbs off of Rufus and goes, you're gonna have to teach him that you're in charge.
All
And
right,
you can't use your hammer.
that's fine. What are we doing here?
Bit of wrestling.
All right.
Rufus kind of starts circling you a little bit. You know this, like your attunement with the animal lords. This is definitely a fight for alpha dominance. He is a dog mole, and he is a large creature. Like he is kind of a formidable beast in his own right, and he has every right to think that anywhere else he would be in charge, right? For most animals.
Let's go, namaste.
So,
I will whisper to Amber, like, I feel I am offended here. I can't beat both of them.
Oh, the comedian from the sidelines.
Yeah. So do you let? So you have two choices. You can fight him for dominance, or you can bare your throat and allow him to assume dominance. Which one would you choose?
I mean, I just can't rage, but I'm still not going to give up. I didn't.
No, you can. It's just harder.
It's just hard. No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm like, I might be more chill, but I'm still.
Crankus.
I'm still Crankus. I'm still alpha. I'm not baring my throat to anybody.
All right. So we're gonna do this way. I'm gonna take a couple of attacks on you.
Okay. These are just all. Right.
You are not a vermin, purple worm, or other underground invertebrate. Are you?
No, definitely not an invertebrate.
Because it gets worm killer rage. Anything that falls under those vermin, purple worms, or other underground invertebrates, it gets a +4 to strength and con and -2 to AC.
Okay.
And it rages for 1 plus its Constitution modifier, which would be 6 rounds.
All right. It is what it is.
Yeah. And it can't die when it's brought to 0 hit points until it doesn't die. If it's reduced to 0 hit points, it doesn't die until the end of its turn.
Okay.
Yeah. But
you're not supposed to try to kill it.
Does an 18 hit you? Does an 18 hit you?
That it meets, it beats, so it hits.
You don't want to use your reaction?
I'm going to use my tail to knock that aside. So
Okay. So you automatically knock that one aside. 24 hits you.
Correct.
And it'll be for half damage. Just keep a running total of this. So for 12.
All right. Hold on.
I'm assuming you're raging, right? Or attempting to rage? Or not?
I'm going to attempt to rage, yeah.
Okay.
I can roll that now.
What are the... Yeah. You use your bonus action to attempt to rage.
Yeah. I rage.
You rage. All right. So you take 12.
Okay.
And then it's your turn. Claw bite.
So, claw bite.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
That last one misses.
So on the bite, if I take chunks out of him, am I healing?
I'm assuming you're trying to do this as non-lethally as possible. So no.
Okay. All right.
Like you're doing the damage, but you're not going for like the jugular and just killing him outright, right?
All right.
Like this is not a fight to the death. This is a show you who's boss. So right now you guys are basically you're up a little bit. He's going to do it again for another round. 12 misses.
Misses.
13 misses. And then your attacks.
All right. So
that hits.
bite.
That hits.
Right. Cool.
And you have him pinned to the ground, and and with that last, like, you're like, you did 2 bites and a claw instead of 2 claws and a bite.
Okay, sorry. It's still. Yeah.
It's still the same thing, but you claw him, get a hold of him, claw him again, kind of roll him over, and you bite down on his throat, and he just kind of like untenses.
Yep.
Like, okay, boss. Yep. And he kind of like, he doesn't whimper, but he kind of like, he just leaves it there and waits for you to let go.
He submits.
Yeah, he submits.
Namaste, Beta.
And you get up, and he kind of rolls over, and kind of walks over to you, and kind of nudges your leg a little bit, and you can see his little tentacles. And Tommy walks over and goes, "It's a pretty good fight. It's the fastest I've ever seen anybody teach him a lesson." And he walks over, and you see Tommy puts his hand on Rufus, and Rufus, you see his hand glow. You've seen Claxon do this before, and he reaches over and puts his hand on you, and you heal.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Can we move now? Told you that wasn't necessary. Could you just believe me?
Yep. Well,
Let's go.
not the brightest.
True.
I whisper again to Amber. I still can't take both of them.
No can't.
He's like,
Of course you can.
Barenga turns and goes, "If we're quite finished, can we continue?"
Yes, let's go.
And then she looks at Tommy with like this kind of head shake. She turns, and then Dorman kind of looks at Tommy and is like this head shake, like, like, boy, you need to keep that animal under control. But it's not really his fault. Like, Krankus is literally the alpha predator everywhere. And you just give off that scent that, like, other alphas are going to try you, right? It's like, oh no, we can't have that.
I mean, he been chosen by the gods of what they call
Animals.
them.
The animal lords.
So,
Yeah.
he's not just an alpha. He's an alpha, like alpha of alphas.
Yeah. He is the apex predator on the planet.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, poor Rufus was he's a rescue, so he has temperament issues.
Who rescued who, Tommy?
I rescued him. Well, we
Yeah.
rescued him. You should have seen the fight between him and Grognar. Took about 4 hours. Grognar wouldn't stop. Almost lost an arm.
Who was
Live and
gonna
learn.
lost out?
Live and
Grognar
learn,
won. Grognar won.
or die and don't.
Only because Rufus almost choked on him. He climbed down in and grabbed him he literally climbed down in and grabbed the back of his tongue.
Was it a Eula or whatever?
Yeah, he just reached back. He just climbed into Rufus's mouth. Let me see if this is the right map. Did I label them properly? Okay, so you guys head back into here. You bypass all these guys. Is this one the one I want to go to next? It is. Have to bring everybody over.
While we're walking, I will look to Krankus. Listen.
Yes.
Now we have multiple people with us. You don't have to push me in the front.
I push him in front.
God damn it.
Yeah, we don't have to, but you're the best scout.
Uh,
I am scout. I mean, in the middle of battle, I don't want to push me in the front.
I didn't save that token. It's fine. I'm assuming Tommy and Rufus are up front.
Yep, let him go.
I have to link them again. There we go. With Grognar and Krankus right behind him.
Hey, I'm here.
Then Dormadin and Jorah, followed by the two
What?
of you. Or Jorah, are you bringing up the back?
Yeah, I'm watching the back. Yeah.
Okay. You guys hike for probably about 2 hours down these tunnels, and you come to an area that looks a little unused. Like they haven't gotten down here. Like they've scouted it out. Like there's a couple of torch things up here, but they're not like the work hasn't gone down here. She's like, well, I haven't been in these mines this far. We'll have to find the next passage. And so what do you guys want to do?
By the way, DM, there's something about my vision.
Yeah, it's black and white.
Everything's in black and white.
Sorry?
It's black and white.
Black and white.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so
it's dark
normal.
vision. Dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dark vision.
Okay.
I thought it was like, why is it dark? So yeah.
Is she shining light again? Is that what she's doing?
She should. I assume. Does her armor shine light, or does she shine light?
No.
Okay.
I
Well, that's
don't
cool.
think. I don't think. Nope. She does not shine light. She can just see differently. You guys, Dormant can see. Everybody can see. Cole the dog mole can see. Tommy's got vision. Awesome. Tommy and Rufus kind of go over here like this way is blocked.
Can your big dog borrow this one?
He could. I don't know how long it'll take. We don't know how big it is. We could look for another. We should look for another. Dorman's like we should look for another path, and if we can't find it, then we'll dig.
Okay. Well,
Do you know of another? Like, is there another path that you know of that goes that way, or is it we're just hoping and searching and hoping?
We don't. You don't even know you need to go this way. Like Tommy just saw the tracks and went this way, and there's tracks that you can see the tracks, and the tracks lead down this way too.
well, let's go down. Let's go south then. If the way to the east is the west is blocked, then let's go south.
Let's just keep going south until we can get a way across. Right? Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys follow the. I'm assuming you're following the tracks. Krankus.
Yeah.
As you get down here. Yeah, go ahead.
Before they like while walking, I will like step back because I think we have a lot of people, and I feel now confident that I don't have to be in the front anymore. I'll
you
start
absolutely
walking, and I like go invisible
Okay.
and stealth.
Tommy and Rufus head down this path. You start to notice a lot of spider webs, like a lot.
Spiders. And
Well,
Jor's gone again.
If they start to cause a problem, we can just start setting fires to their webs. Which
Krankus,
Yes.
Would you give me a perception check?
I know it's not to find Jorah because I can't find him.
No.
It's not too bad.
What'd you get? 25?
25, sorry. Yeah, 25.
You can start to hear noises from down the way. You can't quite make out what they are right off the top of your head.
So I kind of indicated everybody that I hear something to kind of quiet down.
Yeah. Like, if you had to guess, it's probably spiders. Like,
I hate spiders.
yeah, it wouldn't be unheard of for it to be spiders, considering where you're at.
If we do encounter spiders, let me try. I'll cast Speak with Animals, and I'll have a quiet word, and just say, "Look, you can either back off and save yourselves, or we're going to go through you like a dose of salts." So,
And
just back off, go back into the nooks and crannies, and leave us alone.
unfortunately, the dwarves among you are like, we have to clear these out regardless.
Clear them out.
Plan B.
Okay.
We lose.
Wow. Really? That's the amount of spiders that we have. That's awesome. Okay. Sorry, I was looking for more spiders because I had like 3. And I'm like, ah, there they are. Oh, let me guess, they're not listed under spiders. They're listed under aberration. I bet. Nope. Monstrosity? Aha. Yes. They're monstrosities, because why would they be under spider? Like, right? Okay. So. Wow. Okay.
You said by the time that we got to this point that we've been traveling for about 2 to 3 hours.
Yep.
Okay. So we turned up at the camp about 10 o'clock in the morning, had a chat with them, left the camp probably around about 11:30 midday, and we've been traveling for about 2 to 3 hours. So it's mid-afternoon.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Just as you, Crankus, you cannot be surprised, correct?
I have danger sense, and I cannot be surprised.
I can't be surprised at the moment either.
Me too. Have alert.
He's got the alert feat. I've got foresight, and Krakus has got Krakus stuff.
Danger sense.
Yeah.
So I have an advantage. But that's like traps and spells. So
Yeah.
I think there's something else though that does it, like
Well,
ambush. Yeah, ambush. I think it is.
yeah. Well, you sense something. All of you sense, like, your spidey senses go off. Like that with the spiders.
Alert.
Can anyone see invisible? Awesome.
Hey, I can't be surprised while I'm conscious. It's alert.
Yeah.
I do not have. No, I can only have dark vision. I do not have. I can't see invisible.
Invisible creature cannot have advantage attack rolls or anything on.
Yeah, but you can't. But you can't see them. Is the thing.
Yeah.
All right. That is a crit. So it definitely hits Krankus.
Okay, it does.
Krankus, you are restrained.
Oh no!
And as you see Krankus, Krankus is walking. All of a sudden, you see Krankus go like he's stuck, and then disappear.
Uh-oh.
What?
You're also invisible.
Hey, this is what your feels like.
And then it.
Excuse me. Will everybody please stop disappearing?
Wasn't my choice.
Just to point out something, if about Krankus, when before he get hit, he rage.
Did he?
Believe that. Yeah.
No, it wasn't my turn in the count, right?
No, this is a.
You have your turn to rage. Okay. I thought you rage immediately when you get surprise attack.
No.
Because we're not in a turn order.
This is not. Oh, okay. That's why. All right. With advantage. 20 hits you, Krankus.
Correct. If I had a reaction, I'll use the tail to try to knock it away.
You have to see that attack coming, don't you? You can't. Let me fix this. Invisible.
If a creature you can see within 10 feet, you see. So yeah, if I can't see it, then no, I cannot.
No. So you were hit for. Let me double check this. So you will take the. Let me do this. 15 piercing because you're not raging.
Correct.
And then I need a con save.
Oh, excuse me.
God.
And 7 poison.
24. So. Okay.
And Dermodin gets hit.
Given his armor, that's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, and you see, like, all of a sudden you hear Krankus go, ah, ow! Then all of a sudden you hear you see Dorman kind of stop in his tracks all of a sudden and then disappear. I think that'll hit him too. He is using that one. Okay. So that doesn't do anything. He will definitely make his saving throw. I don't have to worry about that. There's no way the dwarf doesn't make his saving throw. I don't actually think he can fail. let me see his. No, he can't fail it.
He
Yep.
resists poison and have advantage.
Yeah, he
Do
has
you need
advantage.
us to roll initiative by any chance?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, he makes it. And then so he takes 16.
If he's a dwarf, he is resistant to poison, and he's got advantage on his saving throw.
Oh, so he gets 8 back. That's right. And you hear him go. "Ugh!"
But he might make one of those saving throws as well. So
No, he made the saving throw. Like he took half
He made the
regardless,
saving
and then he takes half of that.
yeah.
And
there you go.
now,
Okay, cool.
and now we will roll for initiative
Okie dokie.
as I bring this out over here and roll for NPCs. I have to roll for Tommy. Jorah and Krankus, I need.
Okay.
Jesus. What's Krankus got for initiative?
Oh, I rolled poorly. 27.
Yeah, I think I rolled poorly.
14. 14's pretty good.
Eh,
Significantly above statistical average.
Jorah, Krankus, Ember, Tommy all go before the next monster.
do I see it?
Um,
Do I see anything?
you see this spider.
This one?
Yeah, let me show you the spider. That way, yeah, yep.
But sadly, I don't see the one who attacked.
No, you don't know anything. So you just know that
Jesus,
they stopped and then they disappeared. You see this? It's quite large, and its front 4 legs end in like sharp points, like swords.
Okay, that's not scary at all. Actually, scary. And I will shout, "Hey, Alpha!" But it's still invisible. Where are you? And I will shoot the. By the way, I rolled 36 in my things before. I think I'm
30.
hidden.
36. I don't see it.
In when I stealthed before.
Oh, yeah, I don't. That's fine.
Okay, so I'll shoot firebolt.
Miss.
Okay, that without.
Advantage.
Oh, you have
Yeah,
advantage. You didn't roll with advantage.
He
buddy.
does have.
I did not press the button.
Okay. That will definitely hit the poor spider.
And sneak attack.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Ouch.
Is he immune to anything? No, he is not. So, spider dies.
And the moment I from behind the champion, I shoot a firebolt that blasts the spider. And when she turned back, I am invisible again.
How do you turn invisible?
Because when I kill any creature, I can't turn invisible again.
Awesome. So that was your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will stealth again as a bonus action.
Okay. Krankus.
Move here. Stuff.
Yes.
You can see if you like you're restrained, you like turn your head, you can see Tommy and the other thing, and you saw the firebolt and the spider, but you don't see shit else.
Can't even see. I can't see. I can't see him on the initiative.
I'm not on the thing.
He's
Yeah,
not
I'm
because
not.
he's invisible.
Ah,
So I guess I'm just gonna try to swing out at.
Well, you can try to break free from the webs. You're covered in this sticky web thing. Like this, you're pretty sure a spider has webbed you. You don't know where the fuck the spider is, and you don't know why you can't see Dormadin or the spiders.
All right.
You saw a firebolt hit one of them. You're pretty sure Jorah killed it, but
No, I'm not.
well, you can hear
Asshole.
Jorah cast the spell. That's the issue. He's not silent casting back there.
Yeah.
Still no credit. All right. So hold on. Can't reach.
No.
So I guess try to break free at this point.
If you want, I mean, you can take a swing, but you can't see anything to swing at. You're just wildly swinging.
But I know something invisible attacked me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack. I'll just swing.
Hmm?
See if I hit anything. So it's a
All right, you have
disadvantage.
disadvantage, and you also have I'm going to give you a -4 to this as well, because you literally have no idea where it is.
Oh, come on. That's kind of.
Yeah, these spiders are cool. They have improved invisibility, and when they web you, it turns you invisible. And only the spider can see you. What's wrong, Krankus?
I can't get the. It won't attack for me. Hold on. I'm gonna try a different one. So that goes down. There.
Okay, that's a regular attack.
Yeah,
Try
that's
again.
one. Yep. So 21.
-4 is
17.
17.
Yep.
see.
That'll actually hit. Roll for damage.
18.
For 18.
It's attack number 1.
Hold on a second. I need to see. It is. Oh, you are. It is.
Does it need to maintain concentration on its invisibility effect?
Nope.
No, these things. It's not magic. It's more like.
Hey, dude, I know, but it was worth a try.
Yeah. I'm with you 100%.
It's always worth asking.
Damage resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. But your hammer is magical. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, just double checking. So it takes 18. All right, you feel you like connect with something,
All right.
and it's kind of over to your like left. This one will still be at disadvantage because it's invisible, but you won't have the -4 because you kind of got a better.
Okay, so that's probably gonna be a little low.
Yep,
15 probably misses.
Nope, that connects.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
so 15.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're like,
No.
bam, and you kind of swing back around the other way and kind of bring it straight back to where you were.
Yep, and that's it.
That's one.
I did this wisdom save to try to do the rage, so that's kind of my bonus
Okay.
action. And then I did 2 attacks. All right.
Well, no, that's not. Yeah, that doesn't count as your bonus action. That is, you have to make that save to use that bonus action. So if you fail the save, you just can't use the rage bonus action. So you still have a bonus action.
There's nothing really else I can do with my. I can think that I have as
Okay.
a bonus action. So that's all I can do.
Ember, you hear squit, squit.
I'm going to move to there.
Oh, you're going to use your tail?
And
No, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to get rid of something on my side.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. You hear the... And Krankus like... You kind of hear him hitting something. What are you doing?
it was it. I would say like I hit the HUD and then it's basically as soon as I hit it, clicked anything else. That's why I was doing all that. Like I was trying to get. So as soon as I targeted something, it started rolling dice.
Fairy fire. Targeting everybody. Awesome. Cool.
targeting that area because that's where I think that the Ghost War spiders are.
Krankus needs to make one. There it is. They all fail.
Everybody's now lit up like a Christmas tree.
We already made it for me.
Ooh, this is a tough one. As a bonus action, the Ghostwalk Spider becomes invisible and intangible. It's technically ethereal. Does Firefall affect ethereal?
It's
for invisible
very
creatures, but not intangible. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, we may know where it is, but we won't be able to hit it because it's ethereal.
well, no, it's not ethereal, but it's intangible.
Yeah.
It can
Wait,
move
if
through
it is
creatures and
intangible-
objects as if they were difficult terrain.
Then how did Krankus hit it if it is intangible?
Yeah, I don't see. There's not a good. You know what? Let me see what he.
I would. My argument on this would be,
Yeah.
if you rule otherwise, that's fair enough. But it would be, what I've done is I have cast a spell on their physical form, which lights up their outline. Whatever phase or whatever density that form then takes, the outline is still lit up like a Christmas tree. Whilst it might be ethereal or it might be intangible, and I'll be able to hit it, we still know where it is because it can't benefit from
Invisibility.
Okay, so intangible is something that cannot be felt or touched.
but it can be seen.
Yeah, but it's also invisible. And
That's what I'm saying.
intangible-
We may not be able to touch it.
oh, you can't see, touch, taste, or hear it. Incorporeal. So if it was incorporeal, you couldn't use it. If they're intangible, you can. All right, awesome. That's what we're going to rule. Incorporeal means everything phases right through it. Intangible means it's just out of your perception, plus it's invisible. So since you can't hear it climbing around to attack you, it's basically a silent killer.
But now that we can see its outline, even though it's intangible and we might not be able to hit it whilst it's intangible, at least we know where it is.
Yeah. So this should show everybody back up on the thing. And then let's get rid of your big fairy fire blue box.
Are they considered extraplanar then?
No, they're not actually. For some.
No. Okay. And I'm going to sling an inspiration as my bonus action. Krankus.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay.
Wow, you're super nice.
Yeah. Okay, so now you see this ghostly outline of this creature as I show you what the Ghostwalk Spider looks like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's kind of them stepping out of their intangible invisibility thing. Pretty cool. They're pretty awesome. They're pretty cool. Like I said, they hit you with the web and you become invisible, and nobody can see you but the spider. I'm like, that's creepy. Like your party members just start disappearing out of nowhere.
Well, the other good thing is now we also know where the dwarf is.
Yep.
so somebody can potentially free him.
Yep. All right. That was your action. Bonus action. Tommy. Tommy and Dogmole.
Darth Maul.
Will where is this thing? There's that. Nobody can be frightened, and you can't be charmed. Aha. There it is. Sweet. So Tommy and Dogmole charge over here. Tommy will target. And you see Tommy unleash. Control is advantage. Yes? No,
I think so. I'm
disadvantage.
not sure. Oh, sorry.
Advantage. There we
Maybe
go.
it's alt.
It's alt.
Maybe alters.
So he hits it.
Look, Tommy can hit something. He grow up. There
Oh,
are
you're such
small
a big
tips.
boy.
Yeah, there's
Big
small tips
boy.
come from invisibility.
He hits it. He'll attack it again. Hits it for 7. And then immediately after that, he is going to enable Dogmole to take a bite at this thing with advantage.
Wow.
Yeah, if Tommy and his mount both get advantage on something, as long as he's mounted, they're attacking the same thing. And the Sword of Perunes that you guys gave him lets him give his buddy a free attack. Whenever he takes the attack action, and Tommy, I think, has another. Maybe the Dogmole over here. Tommy gets 3 attacks, right?
Is he level up?
He's level 18.
Fighter 11.
No.
Oh no.
I assume he's mostly paladin with a bit of Visor, yes?
Yeah, only level.
Oh.
11.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
Do you both get advantage? If you successfully damage a foe that your creature is within combat range, it can use its bonus action. Okay. So when it gets to its bonus action. All right, I was right. Okay. So that's Tommy's. You see Tommy just charge up there and swing this sword twice, like, and then Rufus takes a big bite out of it. And then this thing. Skitter. What's its movement? I think its movement is 30-foot climb. Yep. Skitter. Dermidon is going to activate. Well, Dermidon, I forgot to tell you, Dermidon looks taller. He's almost as tall as Krankus is. He's about 6.5 feet tall.
He taller than me?
Yes.
Almost as tall as Krankus.
Oh my god.
You're just getting smaller and smaller.
Where is the... He's going to use his bonus action to become large. Thought more so right here. He becomes large. He has advantage on strength and stuff. And then he go ahead and make his saving throw. Which is, will make his athletics check. He successfully breaks free. As his regular action, his bonus action, he got large. So he's no longer restrained. And he is like, now that he's no longer restrained, he's no longer invisible, but he's still no longer invisible anyway. And he's like hunched over inside this, like, he grew and he's like, he's now looking down on you, Krankus, like, watch. Crazy dwarf person. He will, of course, rage.
Right.
Which allows him to move up to half his speed as he skitters around next to Krankus on the other side, past Dormidon to reach this thing. And then you see him pull his hammer out. You didn't notice it before, but his maul that he's carrying, now that you see it, it comes out from beneath, like from behind his cloak a little bit. It's basically looks like a small telephone pole with a beer keg attached to it. And he's going to take his attack on it. And he did not roll a 20, so it doesn't take the acid or fire damage. So it takes 6 bludgeoning, which you can re-roll that 1. Roll 4. So it takes 9. It takes 9 plus 5 plus, yeah, it's 14, 16. Math is hard.
Don't he have rage damage?
Yeah, it's added.
Oh,
Oh, right, so it's 18. Math is hard. I'm gonna have to get a calculator. My brain is shot at the moment. I can't do math today. Okay. You see him wallop this thing. Huh?
What you calculated?
Oh, I got it. So 8 plus 11, 19. And when he hits it the first time, you notice that he has these, like, you see these, like, ghostly dwarves that all kind of look like variations of him. Like they're probably his ancestors. Okay. That's it. That's his turn. This Ghost Walk Spider is going to hate the dog mole. So it's going to attempt to bite the dog mole. In which case, and then Tommy is going to. Oh wait, he needs to make another attack. Tommy's going to use his reaction to give it disadvantage. Yes, yes, yes. I know it's 10 feet away. Shut up. Still hits. Alright. So, Portal Dogmo takes... is he immune to poison? No, he's not. Weird. Portal Dogmo takes 30. He takes... 15, 6, 21. Do-do-do-do. And then the second one hits. He makes a saving throw for 15, and 6 is another 21. It gets 2 good bites in on him, but it doesn't look like it's really bothering Rufus.
Well, he does look like a bit of a chunky boy, to be fair.
Yeah. So the dwarf will use his spirit shield. He reduces the damage by 2d6. 4d6. So he reduces the damage by 20 points. It did a whopping not 20 points to him.
Nice, nice.
And then when you use your spirit shield to reduce damage attack, the attacker takes an amount of damage equal to the damage that your spirit shield prevents. So it prevented 2. It prevented 9, so this takes 9 points of damage. 2. It didn't like that, so it will take a step and attack Krankus, because getting hit back sucks. And misses Krankus.
I'm still here.
Well, Eden should be advantage because
I'm restrained. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Yeah, good call. 20.
I'll use my tail, or did I already use it? No, I used it.
No,
I
you used it the first time. No, you still have a tail.
Yeah, because my turn's gone. So.
Yep.
So yeah, it misses,
Misses.
now. I swatted.
Okay.
I swatted away.
Yeah,
Get it out of here!
Not
Come
have
Come on, man.
These spiders are not having a good day.
No, their breath stinks too.
You see her. She's not. Stop doing it. Give me the spell book. Damn it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh crap. I didn't do that. Why does it do that? Took away all of her spell slots for some reason. Alright. Now let's try casting that again. Little spirit guardians.
Oh, I cannot enter this place
Why?
because she cannot see me. And she said, I think the spell said, oh, I don't know. I think she need to see me, so to take me out of the. I remember the spell.
Uh,
Yeah, any number of creatures you can see.
Yeah.
I get advantage on wisdom saving throws.
You don't need
So,
it.
why should
She
I?
can see you.
No,
You
no,
don't have to make
okay.
those. It's just the spiders.
Yeah.
She's basically she put it up to protect the people in front, and it kind of overlaps with the two of you because you're both casters.
Fair enough. Okay.
And her saving throw is her DC is an 18. The spider made it, and the other spider, Ghost Walk number 1, failed. So he will take the 8 radiant damage. And it's difficult terrain for them too.
There we go.
Thanks.
As you see these more dwarven spirits, it's getting very cluttered in there. Well, it looks cluttered in that spot. Like there's a giant dwarf, there's a giant Krampus, there's a dwarf wielding basically what looks like a keg on a stick. There's 2 giant, large spiders. There's Rufus with Tommy on his back. There's ancestral guardians flitting around the guy with the keg, and now there is also more dwarven. They look like shield maidens. They have shields, and they all have a spear, basically encircling the area. So good luck with that. As this poor bastard doesn't know what he's in for.
Right.
10.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And he can make it to here, which means he can't actually do anything. This guy has 30 feet of movement. That's all he can do. Now, Dogmole. Dogmole is going to use his bonus action to attack this thing as if he had rolled a 20.
Nice.
Yeah, because that's what Tommy allows him to do. If Tommy hits and deals damage, his mount can make an attack and use his bonus action as if Tommy damages it, then his mount can hit it with the I think the bite does more. Nope, the claw does more. Actually, it's the same, but the claw has a bigger upside. It's 4d6 versus 2d12. So 15 plus 24, 29 is 44, right?
Yeah.
It does not have 44 hit points.
43.
Yeah, it does not have that many.
Bye-bye.
Oh, good.
And then Rufus just moves up behind you guys to like block the path. And he's like, you hear like, yeah. And Rufus is basically chewing on this spider for the rest of his turn because he's got nothing, because he can't get past anybody.
Okay.
Back up to Jorah. Jorah, there's another spider. Rufus just ate one of them. It looks like the dwarf handily is just smacking the ever-loving crap out of the other one. And a new one, that same one as the one you killed before, just popped up around the corner.
Okay. I think they can deal with the weird spider invisibility. I will deal with the new one,
Yep.
and I will shoot firebolt.
That hits.
5. And
So 30 plus 25. That's enough. Poof spider.
and as I appear the moment casting spell, like, oh, they can't do that, and I disappeared again.
Krankus.
All right.
Why are you still marked as invisible?
No, I'm
I
gone
don't
now.
know. You're fine. You're
I
fine.
will bonus action stealth again.
Okay. So you're moving behind here to stealth. Well,
Yeah,
technically no,
but I'm
because
invisible,
well, no, you're
like, either
you're
way.
invisible, so you just do it anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Krankus, you're hitting the spider.
Yep.
Okay.
Go into the
Get closer a little
the
bit.
disadvantage because I'm or no, because it's flat.
Yeah,
since
you're
it's-
restrained. You're restrained. Are you?
That-
Are you recklessly
But it's
attacking it?
What is it still lit
it's-
up by fairy fire?
Yeah, it's still lit up by fairy fire. So yeah, it's a straight roll.
So that's
Yep, that hits.
go it again. So that I assume hits.
That hits.
as well. That's it. I'm not even gonna try to rage it.
You're gonna try to bite it.
Oh, sure, why not? I gotta bring that up.
I mean, it's right there.
You might as well.
Yep. And
Do I get my
Krankus,
you guys
Krankus,
6 points?
Krankus does a roof. Yeah, you get 6 back, and Krankus pulls a Rufus and starts chewing on this one. They're actually quite tasty.
Ah, this is nice.
They're like the little cream-filled kind.
Ooh, I got the chocolate center one.
The dwarf looks at you and goes, "Ooh." as part of the leg twitches in your mouth, as you're like,
You know what? This could really use some melted butter.
yeah.
It's like crab lips.
Ember, you're just going to stand here and maintain your concentration and, well, actually, yeah.
Do I have line of sight on that fella?
No. That's a wall. Oh, no, wait. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see here.
That's
Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me draw the wall. Just to be on the safe side. Can you see it? Yes, you can. You can see it. It is quite large.
Yes.
Like it is not a small creature. Like it's bigger than the other spiders.
It is the mama.
Oh. Okay. Deck save?
Yeah. I'm going to detonate it right about there,
Yeah, that's fine.
and that will give. That's a 20-foot radius from there.
Yeah, I know how big it is. I use it all the time. It's one of my favorite spells. It's one of my caster's favorite spells. It is a deck save, DC 18.
Yes. Yeah.
Holy crap! The spider got a 2.
Oof. Oof.
Takes 25 now.
Hold on. Yeah, nope, nothing to do about that now either. Okay. So they both take 34 now. Oh, no.
Well, they both take 25 now,
Yeah.
and then next turn they take another 9 each.
Oh. Stop that.
And I will I assume I know Jorah is here. Or no, maybe not. I'm gonna say out loud, Jorah, there's one down that other passage you might want to have a look at.
From
Okay.
And
behind
that's
and
my
here,
go.
I can see him.
All right. Is that it?
That's my go.
As you holler that, 30. Oh. He spurs his mount on.
Look at Tommy. He's charging by all himself like Leon. Oh,
Uh,
I'm gonna bring a leech for 60 foot.
yeah, well, Tommy's going to blast this guy out of his shorts.
Yeah, I hope so. Get in there, Tommy.
20 hits, dealing 6. The next attack is 29. Deals. Why is he doing so little damage with this thing?
Because he's A, he's rolling badly, and B, he's not smiting.
No, Tommy's very careful with his spells.
That's fair enough, but he's rolling really badly. But also,
Yeah,
he's only doing a D8 plus 4.
Yeah.
So, roll the 1 and
So
2.
it takes this. Rufus.
What
takes
level
his-
paladin is he?
Huh? 18.
level?
He's 18th level, so he's got 10th level paladin, 8th level fighter.
Let me just check something.
He doesn't have an extra D8 yet.
Ah, okay, that's what I was looking up.
Yeah, he doesn't get this.
It's one more level.
Improve something, yeah.
Rufus bites the ever-loving, claws the ever-loving crap out of it,
That's good damage.
because Tommy said so. The deep spider. Odds goes after Ember for nuking it. Evens goes after the dog. Goes after the dog mole because it's technically an invertebrate.
Huh.
Oh wait, it is an invertebrate.
What, a dog mole?
No, the spider.
Oh, yeah. It is an invertebrate. Yeah, of course it is. It's an arachnid.
Odds.
Oh, it's very big.
It does not like you. Gets to here and then must make a wisdom saving throw. Which it passes. Still difficult terrain.
I mean, I think they still take half damage. Do they?
I don't know. Let me look. Half. Okay. So half of 3d8. Oh, crap, I closed it. Half of 11, so it takes 5 points of damage. 1, 2,
And then it takes another 9 from the acid, vitriolic acid.
oh, yeah, 9. Going to 3, 8. Yeah, it's not doing well. And has to stop here and can't reach Ember because it's 5 feet out of its range. And it doesn't have web spit. which is weird. It's just big. Dermot and Forge Tender takes a step forward.
It's the big.
All yours, big
Yeah.
boy.
Grabs his spear and smites the ever-loving crap out of this thing. With... 13 plus 12 is 25. It's going to make a strength save. Oh, I might actually make this one. 14 fails. So it is restrained. Shoes on the other foot there, isn't it?
Yeah.
As you see him swing this spear, and as it hits, you see this room blaze with fire. As you see fire leap off the spear onto the spider kind of shivers for a second. And you see these fiery shackles just strike into the ground around it. So it takes.
Cool.
So it's 13 plus 12 is 25. Plus because he's super huge. Where is it? Where is it? Plus a D10. So 25, 30. 30 damage to it on his first attack.
Nice.
Bam.
Oh. That one misses. Oh no, it's restrained. He has advantage. Haha. Oh, it's dead. It's dead.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm dropping concentration on verify.
Well, Krampus is still invisible. So you do that and Krampus disappears. Because Krampus hasn't broken out of his bonds yet. As long as he's in the
Nope.
webs,
Okay,
he's
well,
invisible.
Well, that's not my problem.
He can.
Krakus is fine with it.
And so he used 5, so he gets 20 more movement. Because he has it. Well, yeah. No, he gets 30. He gets to here. Yep. And then he strides out. You're not going to have all the fun. The albino dwarf has like a shit ton of movement. He dodges over here. And then double moves. Makes an athletics check as he goes underneath because this thing's on the wall. Goes through there, makes his athletics check, which he absolutely positively can make because he's a freaking barbarian. And he crits it.
I'll do it.
And then with his bonus action, he is actually going to headbutt the wall. Taking 4 points of damage.
2 if he's raging.
Huh? Oh yeah. Well, 6 points of damage. So, yeah. So he can maintain his rage. She stands here and waits. The Ettercap that's down here.
Realizes how much trouble he's in.
Let me see. Does this do what I think it does?
Seriously. Nutty.
No. Oh yeah. He'll use that one. Dogmole fails his saving throw. Even with Tommy's bonus. That is not good. All right. That's leave that up here. Dogmo's turn. Rolls a 2. Doesn't move and can't take actions this turn. It can't use reactions, but it can use a bonus action.
Help action.
Which it will use to crit and kill it.
Oh,
Fight's over. Well, yeah, because it's confusion, but it can't take reactions and it can't take actions this turn. But Tommy's ability, because Tommy hit it the first time, lets him use a bonus action to crit it once. So it only had 38 hit points left. And then you hear the dwarf screaming. Dogmo becomes unclenched, and combat is over. However, poor Krankus is still invisible. Now, Krankus, would you
I
like?
guess I'll try to get out of it.
Yeah, I'll try.
I guess I'll try. Does Krankus realize he's invisible?
No,
Alright.
but you're still covered in
Yeah,
web, which annoys the crap out of you.
I'm still trying to get out of it. That I knew, but I was just, if I need me to roll something, just let me know.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm trying to break. What do you want me to roll?
It's an athletics check. You just rolled really badly on that first one because you weren't raging.
Can't get my sheet up right now because I'm invisible. So it's 18 plus
Oh,
whatever
that's
my.
a lot.
Yeah, you're fine.
While
So
he,
I'm back.
while he breaking, I appeared from invisibility. Oh, that was a good fight.
Yeah, it was all right.
You're being restrained. You didn't do anything.
Yeah. What did you do? I didn't see you do anything.
No, you saw.
Well, to be fair, we didn't see
No,
you do
I
anything either.
What are you talking
You were
about?
No,
invisible.
I was covered in fairy fire. You saw me hit with my hammer. I didn't move.
I point to the two spiders have a big fiery hole in their faces.
Yeah, that Ember. Yeah, Ember always does the fire stuff, right?
No, she do the flashy stuff.
Yep.
And the eye
Yeah,
thing.
magic
You
is magic.
You hear, so you break, hold on, Krankus. Hold on, Krankus. Hold on, Krankus.
Oh my god. How did he reach that?
You hear, "Rah!" and you hear, tick, 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 tick. Woo! 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 An echo. And Tommy's like, champion, he's doing it again. And you hear Bellegarde go, somebody stop him.
Well, what's going on?
It's Kornak. He's looking for something else to kill.
Oh.
You hear, take that, you bastards! You hear, thump, 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 thump.
Just to make sure, champion. He know the difference between enemy and friend, or enemy and non-hostile creature.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, good. Just to be sure. I don't want him to attack someone while passing by.
Tommy's like, there's he's beating on a door. He'll be fine. There's a gap here, but we might be able to clear it. And this is all echoing down the thing. Are you guys moving up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me collect the group here. Collectively move Military and Curly in the backyard. And you can see clearly that there is actually a track that goes to this hole here. It's about 10 feet or so. And you see him over here. It looks like track goes underneath these two big iron reinforced wooden doors, and he is just banging the crap out of these things. And Tommy looks over at you and goes, should I tell him that they swing out, not in? Nah, he'll be fine.
Actually, this is hilarious.
Well, he seems to be enjoying himself.
He
does
keeps
seem to
on
be
for
enjoying
about
it.
another 2 rounds, and then he's just like, sets it down and goes, ugh. Bastards. You see him set the keg down on its side, like the hammer on its side, unscrew the handle off of it, reach into his pouch, pull out what looks like a tap, screws it into the top, and opens the tap and starts. Oh, that's so good. And he's sitting there next to his keg, drinking. Are you guys going to try to make the distance, or like try to dig your way around one of the other ways?
Is that falling,
I
or
was gonna-
we can jump?
It's 10
No, I was
feet.
going to Misty Step. I'm going to Misty Step.
Actually, I don't need to miss it up. I will walk to the wall. I forget I can't do that. I'm like, okay, good luck, guys.
You're going to Misty Step?
Oh my god.
Of course. How
She
else
misses
do you think I was
every
going to get
wall.
over there?
You need help, champion?
She walks up and she's like, I don't know if she can get across. Hold on a second.
If she cannot, she just.
Oh, no. She hops on the back of. No, she'll hop on the back of Rufus. He's big enough to
Okay.
carry her and Tommy.
Okay.
Crankus just needs an athletics check from you, buddy. Ooh.
Okay. Do I have a reaction? It is 1. When it's 1, it's fail, right?
No,
Like, no
not
matter
on
what.
not on skill checks.
Okay, good. The moment he fell, I turned, seeing him like almost slip. I take a big breath and flip a coin.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. So Crankus can jump, and Crankus, why are you jumping?
You can't hear Tom. Tom?
I was saying I was using my wings to get across too, but I thought.
Yeah. Oh no! Did you say you were using? I was like, why are you jumping?
Yeah.
You
No, I
have
was
wings.
using my wings.
You have a fly speed.
Yeah,
like Crankus walks up and goes,
wings.
"I want to make the jump."
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I said I was using my wings. And you said athletics check. I'm like, all right.
I didn't. Yeah, you were muted. I was like, okay. I mean, you got wings, but I mean, technically you have 2 sets of wings. But I'm just saying, like,
Okay, I keep my reaction.
if you want to go out like that.
No, I do not want to go out jumping over like a 10-foot gap. I'm good.
Yeah. What time is it? All right. It is that time.
Yep.
As you all swing open the doors, as the barbarian begrudgingly is like, I knew that. We'll just soften them up for you.
Yeah.
I will show you that. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do this. Select Control C to copy all the token data. Then move you all into this area here. Is that everybody?
think so.
I don't know. We're still on the same map.
Yeah, we're still on the same old map. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a dog. Yep, that's everybody.
Yay!
Thank you, Saving Thrower at deviantart.com for this map. It's awesome. As you appear in a recognizably better looking portion of the mines. Obviously, this section of the mines has not been entered in a while. Now, granted, you guys walked like a half a mile to get down here, right? You opened the doors, then you went down, and there was like a broken piece of tunnel. And you guys kind of moved. It wasn't completely collapsed. It didn't take long for Rufus and Crankus and everybody to move the stuff out of the way. Especially since Rufus has a burrow speed of 30 feet. It didn't take long to get through it. And then you happened upon what appears to be a fairly nice, well-constructed mine. It's got everything a mine needs. It's got tracks. It's got real walls. It's got a real ceiling. The floor is still mostly dirt in most places. Although this room here, it does look like it's the rooms are paved. Like the rooms have actual floors in them.
I can't actually see anything on the map at the moment.
Yeah, it's just us.
Yeah, me too.
I can't even see us.
Why are you guys
Not
still?
about.
You guys are still in the other map.
It's slowly coming across, but there's nothing on. We're just dust.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's weird. We appear to second map. There's no
You
map.
cannot
I
switch
can't.
resources. Finish loading for your current view.
I can't see
I
the
don't know.
token, but I don't see the map itself. It's weird.
Yeah, me too.
That is odd.
It's cool.
Try refreshing. Maybe it had an issue. Here, and I'll do this. I'll delete your all's tokens and then put them back on. Maybe that had something to do with it. Copying them from one to the other.
Oh, are we running for much longer?
No. This is. I just wanted you to get this description and.
Right. Okay. No. That's cool.
I become level 1 in bot. I don't know what that.
That's after you chat enough times.
I was up to about level 7 or 8 a little while ago, and then it resets itself to 1 again.
I'm not chatty.
Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed that Robert said he's going to go through his notes and try to pull up
Yeah, I saw that.
what happened for season 3.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel more bad for you guys than for me personally.
Yeah. Hey, these things happen, man.
Can everybody see the map now?
I'm waiting.
I can't. No,
It's loading. Loading.
taking a very long time to load.
Yeah. There is nothing on it for
there
it to
it is.
load. All right.
There it is. Yep, I see like the gray rooms and all that. Yep.
Yeah.
The tracks.
Yep. You in here yet, Manam?
No, still not loading yet.
What is wrong with you? Why do you have such a potato?
What are you talking? It should be I'm the one who fastest one here.
No.
Yeah,
I'm the fastest one here,
should
but
be.
that's fine.
No, I'm second fastest one.
I'm about ready to get my my friend who lets me have his used computer stuff. He upgraded his Plex server last month, and he is finishing up transferring all the stuff over to his new drives. And I'm getting 2 new 6 terabyte drives.
Very nice. I can see the map, but I can't see my token on it.
Your token is right here.
Okay, I'm here.
I can't see that.
I can see everyone. I don't see my token.
Your token is right here. All right, let me put your token back on there because you guys are.
I
There's
see
your
mine.
token.
I see Jorah.
Oh yeah, I
once.
see now.
I see
No,
two. I see 2 embers.
Jorah has. Yeah, no, okay. I've just popped up on the map, and Jorah has just popped up on the map.
I
There
see
you
2
go.
Joras. I see 2 embers.
Well, there's only one. Get off of
I got the
Crankus.
refresh.
It's
There's
fine.
only one ember. The world does not need more than one.
You don't
ember.
need to
No,
refresh.
it's not.
It's
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So this is what you see. Like I said, you see the actual stoneworked rooms, the dirt cave floors with the tracks running down it, and you hear scuttling. Not spider scuttling, but like clawed feet. Lots. But it's coming from a great distance. As you guys move into, because as you come around, you can see the big room. There's a big hole. There's lots of detritus and stuff laying around here, as if the water kind of drains this way.
Right.
You're assuming this wasn't supposed to be here, because this is like a big, like you're sure the track stopped here, right? Like this was a processing center.
Yeah.
But it looks like the processing forge, the smelting forge, the smelter, has collapsed through the floor. As you look down, it looks like it's dropped about 300 feet into a cavern below. And you see... well, actually, would you be able to see? Yeah, because there's the smelter is down there. You see.
I got 120 foot of dark vision as well.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
One of these.
What the? What?
Hello.
Surrounded by several of these.
Okay.
Do I recognize either of them?
Oh yeah, you all do. There's a couple of these down there.
Mrs. Predator.
Yep.
I.
And a
Well,
couple of
isn't
these
this
things
some-
zipping around.
Isn't that the same thing that we fought in the sewer?
You mean the abandoned dwarven mines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally the same things. It's like almost as if you were in the same area.
Okay.
All right.
Prankus,
Yes.
you are only about 12 miles from the tomb.
Okay.
You are, however, about a mile, little less than a mile up.
Gotcha.
Remember, you guys teleported to that section.
That's right. Yeah, we broke through a barrier. Right.
We know it's down. We know it's down low deep.
Give me 1 second, guys.
I thought we we killed them all.
Yeah. Apparently not.
Why did not Leo release some of them?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have to deal with them now. Oh well.
Eh, Krakus is all. He's mellow. He's ready to go.
Yeah, like I will notice that Krankus is extremely what they call it, relaxed.
More.
Mhm.
He's not at peace. Isn't the right word. He's just not as anger filled.
Y-
There isn't that. Yeah. It's more like a calm focus than a rage.
All right, say hi, Miss M. Now that we,
Hi.
yeah, hey, Miss M.
I-
Hey,
So yes, you see all of those. Crankus, like I said, you were about a mile, a little less than a mile up, and about a dozen miles or so from
Yep.
the tomb. In
just
a
a quick
in a
pace hike.
in a this direction-y, or like this direction, or like where is it? Like this direction,
Yep,
like
I got you.
off that way, southeast.
Southeast and down.
Yep.
Eastbound
All right.
and down.
And that's where we're going to end today.
Yeah.
Because
About
we
20
got to
minutes ago.
get going here soon.
Yep.
Affirmations. I know it was kind of short today, but we'll start with Tom. Tom, your favorite Crankus moment.
Becoming a semi-deity in the dwarves' eyes, thanks to his map making. And when they start reading that book with all the directions in it, they'll be like, "Oh my God, it's already."
Well, you are.
This is.
See, the problem is nobody knows you're a Minotaur anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like you vaguely resemble a Minotaur, but not really.
Like, our God is really specific about directions, about how many feet. And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
The inclination of the path, and you know the diameter of the cave itself, and
yeah, exactly.
construction of the stonework. It's very good.
Exactly. It's very detailed.
Yeah. Ember, sorry, your favorite Crankus moment.
I did like the display of dominance with the dog. With the dog. That was a particularly fine moment. Yeah, that was probably my favourite Crankus moment. I mean, he's been a lot more chill recently, which is but it was like no. There was one thing that could provoke him, and that was it.
He's chill. He's not a pacifist.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I never thought he was.
He just has
He
a
still
much
has that-
better.
Yeah.
He just has he has a calmness about him now that he knows that his friends are safe and his family is alive, right? Like that's kind of like that kind of setting in. Manam.
yeah. Like how to put it in the right word? Like, I'm cool until I'll try to get angry. I will try to get angry. See if I can get like the wisdom check is kind of funny, but yeah, the force of dominant with the beast it was quite funny, and I think it's like I can beat you. Don't test my anger. But in the real, like in the fight, like I'm gonna try to rage. I don't need.
I don't need to. I'm fine. Like,
Yeah,
like he's
I will
like,
deal.
this is not. It's spiders, right? It's just spiders, and there's like 8 of us, right? Like this is twice as many. This is double the number of people you've had in a fight in a long time, right? Like you guys forgot what it's like to have like 2 extra people with you. It's like, holy crap, we're not like things are just dying. You're like, I didn't even have to hit that one. Well, this is awesome. Can I keep him, Mom? They're so cute. Can I keep him? My favorite was Crankus looking at the dwarf going, a week ago, I'd have ate you. A week ago, there would be a hammer-sized spot where the dwarf used to be. Right?
But he was also like, I got stuff to do. When I'm done, we'll come back to this, but not right now.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this.
I'm a little busy, but your name's going in my book. Your favorite Ember moment.
I had a few
Aside
parts
from
this
going,
weekend.
where the fuck did everybody go? Fairy fire.
there was
Oh,
that.
fuck, there you are.
The fairy fire. The fairy fire was nice. I did. That was the first use of vitriolic sphere I've used, and blasting that spider was.
Yeah,
Quite,
you did a
quite
a
fun.
lot of damage. They can't believe that spider failed his saving throw. Like that's
I'm pleased he did, and also the other beastie that was with him. But it was like
it was an Ettercap. Like you didn't even see him. Like
No.
only 2 people saw him, and it died fast. Like
that was pretty good.
yeah, that's the first time you've cast Fairy Fire in like 2 years.
Oh, no, I have cast it. I have cast it previously. The reason why I hadn't cast it much is because up until very recently, I could only concentrate on one spell at a time,
Yeah,
and I was usually concentrating on Hypnotic Pattern or
Yeah.
Eye Bite. So
Yeah.
Fairy Fire didn't get an opportunity to get cast.
Yeah.
Now I can concentrate on more than one.
Plus,
spell
it's
at
hard
a
to
time.
cast it when Ig and Nook always go before you, and they're like always in the way. You're like, yeah, then they'll get hit, and then I'll have to heal them. It's like, ah.
But to be honest with you, that was one of the reasons I took Subtle Spell
Yeah.
as my Mesa Magic thing, was so I could actually go, oh, I'm just going to exclude him, and I'll exclude.
Yeah. Skip these 2 knuckleheads. Manam, your favorite. I'm sorry. What was your other? What was your?
No. I was going to say I had to. That was specifically the reason for the Meta Magic added was so that Leon didn't get trapped inside Hypnotic Pattern. That was.
Manam, your favorite Ember moment.
Yeah, the quick decision of Fair Fires was good, but funny thing that like you know, for Ember to be boasted by Famous is her like goal always.
Yeah.
And when she saw that Jorah like, no, I'm not the hero. No, you are a hero because I was with you. I helped you. So yes,
Well,
you are a hero.
No. Actually, in that particular case, it was I know how uncomfortable you get when people start praising you. So that's I was like, no, he was a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I know a statue's going
yeah.
up to me. Don't worry. My ego
And Crankus is still like, was there? I don't remember Jorah being there.
If you say so, I'm still not.
No, but it was. No, the reason why I was doing it was because I knew that he.
It just
I
made
know that
made Jorah so uncomfortable. Tom, your favorite Ember moment?
I do like the aside with the whole thing. Like, trust me, as a semi-deity, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, the amount of paperwork is so bad. Like,
My.
yeah, there's all these rituals you have to learn. Yeah, you have to sit through hours and hours of people pontificating things you already know. Like, yes, I'm awesome. Yes, I'm all powerful. Can we move on? Can we get to the important stuff, like why you're here?
Yeah, you know, the other thing that I was gonna say is a bit earlier was what. So, hero of Embry or champion of Dorina, how do you like to be referred to? I was about to say there are so many titles to choose from, but then I thought no, Lady Embry will do.
Yeah. Goddess. Manam, your favorite drawer moment.
Yeah, the first thing when I said it with Ember that he's still the type that if they have like not there if there are people not sure about what he did, it's better they don't know what he did.
Yeah.
So he will like deny it. Like no,
Yeah.
I did not do that.
I didn't do
just
shit.
like
I wasn't even.
like Ember,
I wasn't even
like
there.
Ember, yes, you did not. Like you don't have to tell anybody. Like and the second thing in the battle, and I feel that cool moment for Jorah that how scary he is that he's while they walking he disappeared
Yep.
and two spider died, and
Yeah.
they turn around and they don't see him.
Yeah. It's like Emerson One with
then-
magic. I cast magic too. No, you don't. No, you no. Like, what do you do? Like, really? Like, what do you do? Like, Krankus is entirely convinced that Jorah has been coasting for like the past 6 months.
It was like he's doing nothing. He's hiding behind the stone wall.
Yeah. Every now and
Like,
then, Krankus will see him stab somebody, and it's like, yeah, we did all the work, and Jorah runs up and goes, click. I killed it.
though.
No, you
Yes,
didn't.
kill Steve.
I killed it. You just made sure it stayed dead.
Walking into the mine.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Walking into the mine, George disappeared. There must be danger ahead.
I mean, it showed the same thing. It showed the damage, the output, the damage he hit in one.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you also hit the two. You
It's
also hit the
scary.
two weakest creatures in the fight. By the way, they
I
had
don't
less
know
than,
that.
They had less than 60 hit points.
I don't know that, but they
Yeah, yeah.
Everything else had everything else had
Um,
100 or more.
No, you actually
Yeah.
nailed them.
Tom, what was your favorite Jorah moment?
I still like. I mean, besides stuff we talked about already. There's still. I can still beat him. I'm still better than him. I can still beat him.
Yeah, you know I can take both of them, right? Right?
I
Like,
can't
like,
literally take both of
he
them.
is still trying to get mom's approval. Like, you know, I'm better than both of my brothers, right? Yeah.
I know you love me more. You
Yeah,
love me more, right? You love me more.
I'm the one that calls you. I'm the one that calls you on your birthday. I'm the one that helps you. Comes over to the house and brings groceries. Like, you know, it's me, right, Mom?
I
Sign.
don't smell like wet dog all the time.
Sai, your favorite Jorah moment?
I did. As I said, I loved him getting embarrassed about the fact that, and it's every time somebody kind of tries to big him up a bit or give him praise or sort of say, "Oh," and he's like, "No." It's so ingrained in his personality, you just can't. I do like that.
Doesn't want people to know who he is, because if they know who he is, they can find him, and if they can find him, they can cause him problems. But it's kind of yeah. Unfortunately, you've passed the level where you guys are at hero status now, like real hero status. You're not. Your names are going down in history, Manam. Like, poor Jorah. Jorah still doesn't get it, but your names are going down in history. Now, whether it goes down in history as to people who failed or people who won, still is to be determined. But Tom, your favorite NPC story plot moment?
There's two things. One, all the lore. I can't even say that. Jotiunder, all that stuff coming back around, and then of course the Tommy coming back in. You know, like look at me, I'm all grown up. I'm all just grown up.
Yeah, no, that. I really like that bit.
Well, he has huge shoes to fill. Like, the amount of awe and hero worship that he has for Claxon is, she killed like a greater entity of legend and horror, right? Like, and just destroyed it. Like, how do you live up to that? Like, there's nothing I can do to get to there, but I can try, right?
Yep.
Sai?
Yeah, as I said, I really like the lore that goes with this, and the way that it's been tied into all the previous stuff that we've done. But it's the way that things are all tying back to various bits that we've done before. So, you know, his knowledge of the previous stuff has now, you know, led to these other things. I kind of like that.
All right, Manam?
Yeah, meeting, of course, with Tommy. It's like when he's doing great. Like, look, our boy, he'll grow up. And of course, meeting the new champion, and we'll see more of her. Like the thing that there's something in my mind. I've totally forget it. It was in my tip of tongue. God, yeah, the funny moment that the dwarf coming to Krankus and looked at him and he laughed. He said, "I can beat you." And this Krankus, like, and thinking like, if it was Krankus few days ago, I think Krankus will grab him and eat him somewhere.
Just, hey, we don't toss dwarves, man. That's not cool. Yeah. And that was one of the reasons. Like I'll admit, the spider fight is one to give you guys a little combat. We missed a week. Give you guys kind of shake off the rust a little bit. Plus, I wanted to show off because you guys kind of need to know where they are and kind of like combat capabilities, right? Because you guys know how you guys fight. And then you needed to, like, there was, it was a little, oh, here's what we can do. And you're like, oh, the dwarf gets big. This guy's swinging a giant hammer. Tommy and the Dogma were freaking awesome. Oh, and she's a cleric. You have a cleric in the party at the moment. Krankus is like, I can do all the stupid shit I want. There's a cleric. I was just wondering I just thought that if Leon was here, there would be no stopping him from trying to beat that little barbarian to every door. every knob would be Leon sprinting ahead of him, trying to keep ahead of this little dwarf, so he can be like, I got here first. So, Robert, when you're watching this, yes, I did think of you. The little dwarf barbarian is a callback to early Leon, where it's a door, get it fucking open, pull. Nope, gonna knock it down. That's the way it works. But yeah, really good session. I really glad to get back into it. This will be up on YouTube shortly.
Soonish.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I'm done, I'm logging in and uploading it. I don't know how long it'll take. Take a couple hours for it to get up there because YouTube has to encode it. Unfortunately, I would like to apologize ahead of time to everyone. These videos will not be edited in any way, shape, or form. You will get them as they come to you live. So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Those of you who are on Discord probably got a lot of alerts. I uploaded everything that I could. So there is a lot going on. There's a lot of videos that are up there. I think a lot of season 2 is finally up. All of season 1 should be up except for episode 7, which is still not cooperating. It's the one that had the 22-hour. It's the one that's still not behaving properly. And there might be a couple of other little ones that I haven't pieced together quite yet. Because we had technical issues and emergencies and stuff like that. But you should get a good gist of everything through most of season. I think most of season 2, or close to most of, like, the first half of season 2 is up, and then everything we have from season 4. So episode 5 through today will be up as of tonight. So go ahead, give it a rewatch if you haven't seen it. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when all the videos go up. Big shout out to our sponsor, Comic Book World at comicbookworld.com. Speaking of which, if you happen to live in the greater Cincinnati area, we're having our pre-release tonight at 6:30 for Magic the Gathering March of the Machines. So check that out. If you don't happen to live there, please check out your local gaming store. If you do play Magic, because this is pre-release weekend, check them out. That being said, this has been the guys. I'm the Loophole King, signing out here from the Blue Cheese Room on the Dark Side of the Moon. This has been Oblivion Unchained, Season 4, Episode 12. Jotiunder Mines. May have a great weekend, everybody. Take care of each other. May all your draws be lands and may all your rolls be crits. And have a great weekend. We're out.
All right.